What's up, everyone? Welcome to Look and See Outdoors. We're on the trail. What trail is this? It's the trail that takes us to Deep Creek Trail. Is this the Indian Trail?
No, this heads to the Indian Creek.
Indian Creek Trail. I never know what the trails were. I just know we're on a trail. We climbed over this gap. I think it's called Sunkota Gap.
Yeah.
And
Off the mountain.
what we're coming down.
Up and over a goddamn mountain.
We climbed almost a half a mile straight up, wasn't it?
0.7.
So we're all down. We're on the downhill side now. We all look like we're gonna survive. So we're up in the Deep Creek area of North Carolina, doing a little bit of hiking, looking for Bigfoot. We've seen some horse tracks and some horse poop. They got some thunder coming in. Thunderstorms rolling in. Other than that, we're having a good time, right?
Yeah, but beat easy cardiac arrest, but other than that, we're good.
I had to check because it was sucking on that other stuff. Now, I'm gonna tell you, man, it was getting like I didn't want to stop. I wanted to get to the top and then die. So that looks like maybe a horse slid again there. Yeah, that did nasty fall down through there, bro. All right, we are back down in the creek bottom. Horse, God, that fly bit me. Horse tracks. We are back down here at Deep Creek. Pretty sure that's what this is. And we got to figure our way back.
Bobby's in it. Is that Bobby?
Yeah, that's Bobby. Bobby said he's getting in it. We're back to, okay, we're on the Loop Trail. Martin's Gap Trail, Deep Creek Campground, 1.7 miles. So, man, we're gonna wind up getting about 5 miles in on this hike today.
Oh, it's gonna be more than
This
that.
is nice. Real nice here, Clark. We're up above the realm of where you're not supposed to bring tubes.
Way above that, bro.
Yeah, look out through there, man. It's beautiful.
Look how deep this is right here.
Yeah.
It's probably 10 feet in place.
Yeah, that's a deep hole right there. Trails all up in here for days. Little log bench. See, there goes a trail. Horses ain't supposed to be on that trail, but there it goes. Back up into the hills. Thunder coming in. Storm chasing us.
Ease on in there.
All right, so we are hiking along Deep Creek. Staying just ahead of that storm back over my right shoulder. Moving right along with us. This is beautiful. Now on up ahead where we're getting back to the parking area, that's where people, you can rent tubes and get in the creek and have a good time. Or I just came up on some people hiking. It is very nice to be up in the Deep Creek area of North Carolina, Bryson City. In past videos, y'all have heard me mention Horse Keppert, and this is a lot of his old stomping grounds were back up in here. He actually lived in Bryson City in a hotel there that's still there. Now, if it's a hotel you can still stay, I'm not sure. But I think there's a museum and all down there, and then he is buried up in a cemetery on a hillside overlooking Bryson City, the downtown area. But he would come into this area and get up, and he'd have camps, spike camps, and he'd go up and he'd visit the people of the Appalachian Mountains, and they took him in and they allowed him to come up and live with them up in their community. That was well before the park was established, so those people had been up in here for, you know, probably post French and Indian War. I mean, pre French and Indian War, and on into, you know, as people started moving into the colonies, and then moving further west into the Appalachian Range and the Ohio territories. And they got up in here and they liked it and they stayed. There are stories now of the feral people in the Smokies, and there are some kind of spooky stories about those people. I think they've made movies about them. One of them, I believe, it's called Wrong Turn. It's kind of based on those type of people. And that's a crazy movie. Disturbing movie. Matter of fact, now I'm looking over my shoulder. Right? This is very pleasant. That hike was a challenge. It was almost a 2 mile, not a 2 mile climb, but a 2 mile, it was an up to a gap and then down. It was right at 2 miles, that little section was. And we climbed way up in there from another part of this trail that goes, you can get in here and get up on the AT and go forever. I hope y'all enjoyed that video, that hike we did while we were up in Deep Creek. I'm back home now and sitting on the back porch, got some rain moving in. The noise you're hearing is the fans. It's hot, but it is summer here, so it always gets hot. It always makes me look forward to the cool weather. The weather was so nice up in North Carolina. The humidity was almost non-existent to me. We had a good time in Deep Creek area there in Bryson City, staying in a cabin we stayed in. It was over 100 years old. In prior videos, I've shared those cabins, so look back through the archives of my page and you'll probably find where we're in those cabins up there in Deep Creek. Beautiful area, one of my favorite places. I could move up there and stay. And hopefully get another adventure up that way, but today we got a workout going to be coming in. Got my Father's Day present there. It's an ice bathtub. I've got it iced down, dropping that temperature. I want to get in it, going to start out with that and then get into the workout and just have hopefully a good afternoon. But guys, I appreciate y'all. I hope you, like I said, enjoyed the video of us hiking. That was a fun hike. Kind of confused on the mileage because I got back home and looked it up and it said it was about 11 to 13 miles, but I don't know about that. I think it's closer to 7 or 8. Anyway, we had a good time and had a challenging uphill off of that Indian Creek area up to Sunkota, I believe that's the name of that ridge. And we stayed ahead of that thunderstorm, so that was good. Y'all go ahead and give me a thumbs up, leave a comment please, and hit that bell so you'll be notified each time I post a video. Appreciate everyone who's following along. Thank you for your support. See you next time. Y'all take care.